Alright guys, how you doing? It's Dab88 here, and I'm super happy because I've got something really cool to show you today. It is the DIY skyscraper. Yes, in Just Cause 3 you can build skyscrapers out of shipping containers. Now you might have seen my video last week. It's the Just Cause 3 community challenge, and it's the tower build. And you have to build a tower out of shipping containers. Now in that video I only got 18. And to be honest with you, like, that wasn't really that high. I accidentally knocked them down and shit, and it was quite funny. Go and watch it. But yeah, I reckon I can get a lot higher. And not only that, I've actually measured the height of the skyscrapers, and you're probably going to need to get somewhere in excess of 30 stacked end on end in order to get anywhere close to being, well, the height of a skyscraper. And I was using the double skyscrapers in Regno and the main sort of capital in Medici. Now this particular footage is from my attempt where I achieved more than 30. Now I'm not going to expect you guys to watch through the whole of it because I don't even have it all recorded. The main reason for that is it took somewhere in the region of about 2.5, almost 3 hours. Now I was messing about in between, taking lots of breaks because it's quite difficult to stay focused for that length of time. But yeah, let's speed this shit up and see how we get on because, well, as you can already tell, this ain't live commentary. I was so focused through the whole of this, it was actually a really tough thing to be doing. I was speaking to, I think it was Lobin the other day, and I was likening it to the Gran Turismo marathon events where you're doing like the sort of hundreds of laps, or you know, you're sort of racing around for hours on end. It's so difficult to actually stay focused and repeat the same thing over and over again over that length of time without making any errors, because errors on this tower build are going to mess everything up and just undo all the work that you've put in. I've literally done this about half a dozen times. The first time in the challenge video I got to 18. I tried it the next again day and I got to 18. I tried it the next again day and I got to 17. And at this point I was just totally raging at myself because that's just ridiculous. How can I go backwards? And then I came back to, and I managed to get in the mid-20s, and I actually had a problem where my game was crashing. Twice, I tell you, I got over 20 and the game fucking crashed with the goddamn infinite loop error. You know, oh man, it was just doing my head in. I had MSI Afterburner turned on and it was at like -8, and it's worked consistently ever since I started using it, like what, about a month ago or something? No, it's been longer than that now. And yeah, twice I was stacking these goddamn shipping containers on top of each other, and it takes ages. I was like more than 2 hours in. Twice! And it crashed. And at first, I remember the first time it happened, I was like, what's going on? Why is it paused? Why is it paused? And I started to panic, and I was like, pressing all the buttons and nothing was working. I was like, oh shit. And then the fucking little pop-up came on the screen. Oh, your NVIDIA drivers have crashed. An infinite loop error. Oh, it's like I could have actually launched my PC out the window. Oh, do you know what I could have done? I could have punched Christopher Sundberg in the face right then. If I had him here, like, I would have punched it. He's a big guy. Like, I mean, I would have run like fuck afterwards, but oh, I was so angry. It was unreal. And then it happened a second time, at which point, you know, I could have kicked him in the balls. And yeah, I would have taken the beating that he would have dished out just to prove a point. You can't have your game crashing when you're building this stuff. That's just unreal. I had a save feature or something. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Like, I mean, I mess it up enough on my own. I don't need help from the game to be messing it up. Anyway, I think that's enough ranting for just now. We need to get back to stacking these things. Let's count how many we've got in this one. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's going too fast. I think it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 26. I'm gonna need to go back and count it. I think we're at 27. It doesn't really matter, it's not a milestone. It's clear why I recorded this particular one. I totally got distracted and started shooting this encounter in the distance, which is quite possibly the dumbest thing to be doing when you're this close to 30. I mean, what am I doing shooting rockets? Oh god. I really want to get I want to get the space elevator. That's what I want to get. Every single shipping container at Regno port, which is probably about 60 or 70. Now, I've got really efficient at actually stacking these, and I estimate I can do anywhere between 10 and 15 per hour, maybe as much as 20 if I'm really supremely focused and taking no breaks whatsoever. But yeah, that's going to require things to go extremely well. But even with those unlikely estimates, it's still going to take upwards of 4 hours to build a space elevator using all the shipping containers. I don't know how long it's going to take me to build that, but here is the skyscraper. 30 tall, and yeah, standing proud. And what do you know, as soon as I get to 30, what has to happen? I have to fuck it all up. Watch what happens here. This is just unreal, and to be honest with you, it's not entirely my fault. I'm reeling in the shipping container, try to get it close, I reel too fast and fall off. Now I don't panic, I try to get back in. And look! Dead. Just dead. What is that all about? Totally unfair.